Coronary bypass surgery is pretty common these days, with more than 300,000 performed each year here in the U.S. But that was not always the case. 13 on Your Side's health reporter Elena Holland tells us about one of the procedure's very first patients and the record he may have.
There's a lot you can do in 52 years.
Wow.
Go on a few trips, play some golf, retire.
Gotten to know your children, your grandchildren.
My great-grandchildren.
Get married again.
January 1st, 1993.
In 52 years, you can also set a record. Let's start at the beginning. Dr. Bernard Ozinga's heart.
It's beating every time.
But once it didn't.
And then I was 39 and I had a heart attack.
The year was 1971.
And said they were do a bypass.
The procedure was fairly new at the time.
In the very earliest days of heart surgery, there wasn't a commercially available heart-lung machine.
That's Dr. Edward Murphy, cardiothoracic surgeon at Corewell Health.
And in fact, the surgeon that performed the first open heart surgery at Blodgett literally constructed the heart-lung machine in his basement.
Bernard had the surgery, and the doctors told him he'd live about 5 more years.
Oh, a real long time ago, yeah.
That was 52 years ago.
I outlived everybody.
Wait, everyone?
All the surgeons.
At 91 years old, Bernard has outlived every surgeon on his team back in 1971.
And his doctor, Dr. Ostendorf,
That's his wife, Linda.
kind of made a remark to him that, hey, Doc, I think that might be some kind of a record.
So they looked it up.
Guinness Book of Records.
They say the record for
Longest living heart bypass patient.
was only 45 years. So he applied. Does he think he has a shot?
Oh, yeah.
Quite a feat to have had such a long-term survival.
The coronary bypass surgery is done often now, but in 1971, it was a risky procedure.
Those early days of heart surgery were marked by tremendous heroism on the part of the surgeons, the surgical team, and the patients. The patients were very courageous to undergo an operation that had a very high mortality.
You knew there was no choice. You weren't going to last very long.
Those 52 years, plus a few months,
Together we're having a great time.
is not about the record for Bernard and Linda,
But the Guinness World Book of Records, I think, was just something kind of amusing.
but the life they made in that extra time.
Did everything I wanted to do.
Thankful for the innovative team of doctors building a heart-lung machine in their basement 5 decades ago.
When you go to work, you never get to see the rest of the story. You never get to see that because you clocked in that day and did your job. Somebody got to live 50 years.
Well, that team of doctors was Harrison, Rasmussen, Bassinger, and Kim. Fun fact about that surgical machine they built in the basement. The walls of the doctor's home had to be removed to get the machine out and to the hospital. In the newsroom, Elena Holland, 13 on Your Side.